Welcome again to the new of my podcast. This is the weekend. You know the weekend brings nothing but excitement, and you can see it rolling all over. So, you know what we do? Take a seat on the couch and join me. Let us react to the Liverpool versus Brighton game. This is a back-to-back win for Liverpool, following a back-to-back draw in our competitions, of course, and it is a big win, not just by the scoreline, which was a comfortable 2-0 win, but also the performance. Every single Liverpool player actually put up a good performance, right? Especially the Egyptian king, the Liverpool legend Mohamed Salah. We're gonna get to him in a bit. Now, let me break things down. And I'm going to start with Hugo Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike has been the best attacker this season so far for Liverpool. And surprisingly, there were times when he was on the bench, and I was like, why is he on the bench? Or he was playing lesser minutes. And I was like, what is going on? But I think that was Slot trying to figure out the way forward because he was not getting the results. But however, though, given the way Hugo Ekitike started the season, I think that should have been one guy he should have relied on, all right, because he started like Mr. Reliable. But now, there is the moment, okay? Unfortunately, Joe Gomez got injured and Arnie Slot made a change. That was Mo Salah coming in because you have a versatile player, an incredible talent in Dominic Soboslai, who is a utility player. He can play in multiple positions on the pitch. So he was moved from right wing to right back, and then Mohamed Salah came on to play that right wing. Now, Mo Salah finally went to Arnie Slot and had a conversation. And in my episode where I criticize Salah, all right, with regards to his approach, all right, like that should have been a private conversation, a private meeting with Arnie Slot. Try to understand what is going on. Speak with the coach. Say, hey, why am I on the bench? I don't feel like I'm performing so poorly, or I think I can contribute more than the other guys that are ahead of me. All right. I mean, rather than to just be in that, for me, I consider that to be a selfish zone, right? Because he was talking about what he's done for Liverpool and whatnot and whatnot. No, that was not a conversation. That was the coach trying to figure out how to win a game. All right. And that is fair enough because the results were very bad when Mo Salah you were starting. But that besides the point, their approach, I think, was the perfect approach. And Mo Salah played today. For whatever reason, we don't know what the future holds. Maybe that could be the final game. I would be so disappointed if if you're Mo Salah, I think you deserve a better send up than that. All right. So, but if I'm going to predict that future, I think like where things turns. I mean, having a conversation with Arnie Slot and coming on today and putting up that performance, he got an assist from the set piece, and that was the second goal scored by Hugo Ekitike. So he played very well. But on top of that, I think the most important moment for him was the reception he got from the Liverpool fans. So, I mean, if he is trying to be really honest, right, have a reconciliation with himself, he will really understand that, you know what? I think if I had gone about this thing privately, all right, the outcome would have been different, in my opinion. So, and I think, I'm going to reference the fact that once he did privately, I mean, we saw what happened. All right. So, long story short, he played well, not just in attack, but I think what Ernest Slot has been looking for, some level of defensive contribution. To be honest, Mo Salah was really tracking back. For the most part, he was. I saw him multiple times in that right back position, all right, in that area, trying to provide the necessary coverage and things like that, try to play behind the ball. And I think that, to be honest, that is just what Ernest Love was looking for. All right. And especially when the team is struggling and you have other players that can play in attack and can also, come back and give you that defensive contribution that is most needed. And if you're Mo Salah, you're not scoring, you're not assisting, and you're not doing that, well, in what ways are you impacting the game? So, but anyways, that is just my opinion about the performance by Liverpool today. Took them six on the table. Manchester United, of course, will have something to say about that, but they will play on Monday. Now, they don't play on weekends more often. Okay. They're a small team, so they just push them to, all right, you can play Mondays, Tuesdays, we don't care. But anyways, it was a good performance, like I said, by Liverpool. Every single player played very well. I don't know what the conversation was in the locker room, But whatever it is, I think it sounds good. Now, Mo Salah will be going to the AFCON. I guess this is where things can get really shaky, and that is why I'm saying, if you're Mo Salah, you want to come back. You really want to come back and just leave respectful. All right, just the way you deserve to be sent off, right, for such a performance that you've had, all this while playing for the club that you love so much. Well, let us move to another game in the EPL, and that is Chelsea. Chelsea